Hey everyone! Today on Study Abroad 101 I'm going to be talking about scholarships, and specifically the Gilman Scholarship for studying abroad, which I received to study abroad in Guatemala and Peru last year. Like I said in my first video, the purpose of this video blog is to promote the Gilman and to promote studying abroad as part of a follow-on project that I had to do when I came back to the States. So I'll be talking about everything you need to know about the Gilman. To be eligible for the Gilman, you have to be receiving a federal Pell Grant, either at the time that you apply, or you have to provide proof that you will be receiving a Pell Grant during the time you're studying abroad. You also have to have already been accepted into a 4-week or longer study abroad program in one country. If you're doing a multi-country program, you're still eligible for the Gilman as long as you'll be in each country for at least 4 weeks at a time. And don't worry, all of this information is going to be posted below the video, so you can check all that out for yourself. To apply for the Gilman, you have to send in all your records, like your transcripts, like every other scholarship that's out there, proof that you've been accepted into a study abroad program, and you also have to write 2 essays. One is just a general essay about you and your background and why you want to study abroad and why you deserve to receive the Gilman Scholarship. The second essay is a project proposal for a follow-on project that you'll do once you get back to the States to promote the Gilman and to promote studying abroad and everything, which is what I'm doing right now. The follow-on project can be really anything. You can talk to your computer and make videos like I do, or you can give a talk at your university or organize some kind of event that raises awareness about studying abroad and the Gilman. I would highly recommend talking to a study abroad advisor or some other kind of advisor and have them look over your essays and revise them. I went through about 3 or 4 drafts of each essay and realized that I had problems with my grammar that I didn't even realize. Apparently, I like to overuse commas and the word because, but that's a whole other story. It was really depressing when my advisor sent me back my first draft with all of her corrections and revisions, because I opened her email and the first thing that she said was, "Please don't be offended. I used to be a university English professor and I just want to help you." So just reading that right there made me feel like I was already going to cry, and I hadn't even looked at her corrections. When I actually did take a look at my essay and all the corrections that she'd made, it was even more depressing because she basically told me, "This essay sucks, it's not unique, it's not different, it's not going to make anybody want to give you a scholarship." So that was really hard to hear, but I'm really grateful to her for telling me that because it made me want to work harder and harder to have a really good essay. And it was the same when she corrected my project proposal. At first I was coming up with these ideas that were either too stupid or they were way too elaborate and I couldn't do it by myself. So I talked to her a lot and went back and forth, and I ended up coming up with the idea of doing a video blog. If you're selected as a Gilman recipient, you can be awarded up to $5,000 to help pay for your trip. The most money will obviously go to the people that are studying abroad the longest, for example for a year, followed by semester, summer, and month or other short-term programs. The waiting period might actually be more stressful than the actual application process. I studied abroad in the fall, so I had to submit my application by March 1st, and I didn't find out until like the end of June. At first I was actually an alternate, so I was kind of sad at first. I was like, oh, I didn't get the scholarship. But then a couple weeks later in July, I received the news that I did in fact get it, and then I was happy again. And just as a forewarning, if you're selected, you're going to have to submit a ton of documentation and forms before you actually get your award money. And it really sucked for me because I was in Guatemala at the time, so I couldn't just send the documents in the mail. I had to go find an internet cafe, download and print off all the forms, sign them and date them and everything, scan them and upload them back onto the computer and send them back to the Gilman people. So needless to say, that was a pretty stressful couple of days for me when I was doing that. But in the end, it was all worth it, and I am extremely grateful to have been selected as a Gilman recipient. And you could too. Check out the link below for more information about the Gilman, and I'll see everyone next time.